are kind this time. But of course, Circle Gods are one thing. Where you drop is also another thing. We all know that favorite maps for certain teams as well by now, and the flight path shows from the left side to the right side onto Stalber. But at the same time, before we go into the game, we'd like to thank our observer team lineup, XCYR and NGEK, as well as Topcast and Zai. Thank you so much, guys, for bringing the action to us.
Yeah, like speaking of that, how do you really pronounce his name? Is it Nyeh or is it?
I need to ask him during the break. I keep forgetting to ask. I'll definitely do that.
Well, yep. Definitely do, because every single game we have to announce his name there. It would be really not polite if we mispronounce it. But now looking at the flight path going up to Stalber. But question is, those who love multi-power like Rose Esport, for example, will they actually go to multi-power? We have to wait and see for the circle to reveal themselves the first one. As well as Net Brotherhood, probably you're just going to go to Sonovska, Novo, usually dropped by none other than Bigetron as well. Pachinki obviously will be occupied with Team Secret here.
Oh yes, indeed. And now that there's such a sort of flight that doesn't really give them all too much options in terms of towns, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for them to actually secure those vehicles, to get substantial loots for themselves. So we see a lot of crowd over on towards the southwest for some reason, because everybody says, okay, maybe we should go into Ferry Pier, we should go in towards... and they are right for doing that.
This is just, oh my goodness
okay.
me. What is this circle? It's just literally almost, I think it's 50% of water here. Imagine it has to be at the shorelines with like what, 30% of water in the end of the last circle. And who drops on the north? Oh my god.
Oh yeah, definitely going to be quite a steep sort of challenge for them. But as for Yoodo GANK, you know, they want to go into Severny, but what they can do is cut in towards North George, slowly get themselves in towards that circle by the western, and then that shouldn't be any issues for them. But ESG, of course, finally getting that sort of chicken dinner after a really long week has been pretty much a really great start for them and towards week number 1. And all thanks to Bravo as well, because he pulled off quite a number of clutches in that Vikendi round.
Well, I don't see Bigetron as well going to their favorite area, which is the military base. I guess they just kind of either guess it right, or they slowly hover around just to try and see where the circle will come into. But I guess it's just a little bit of luck there that they decided to not go too far, so they remain themselves within the circle still. This circle will definitely be very, very difficult. Will it be on one side of the island or on the bigger island? It's going to be a tough one. Or will it be a bridge fight? That's what Choo Choo likes to go for.
Oh yeah.
I have to stand that one out this time because I prefer land today. There's no Gideon, so Gideon to me for it is. But back to Rose Esports Syndicate, still hot at the same time, just around the shorelines here. And just now they have to flash out the stats for Mburu. He is actually quite the fragger himself for the team ESG just now, if I'm not mistaken. And that was quite a lot of numbers. 6,000. We already hit the 10k here. Not that far, but look at this. We have to make the sound.
Oh.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah, just a little bit of a sound effect from Contra and Co. And, well, Boyka is playing a little bit of Fast and Furious in towards the island. Maybe they might just go back in towards Novo for all those sort of loots that they can get back in towards phase number 1. And if the circle really gives them enough space to actually go right there, then maybe they will be able to do something about that. And Examzi, today's top fragger, has been able to actually achieve his 39th kill in the span of these sort of a run in the week. And 4 chicken dinners already for Net Brotherhood.
Wow, 4 chicken dinners. Just look at the numbers. 39 kills, 6.9k damage. Actually, on an average, I would say, just doing the rough math, he's actually doing really well as compared to the rest, like 40 kills, but then get 8k-ish damage.
It's quite decent nowadays.
Yeah, it is actually quite good.
Well, you've seen some numbers are actually just 6 until today. It's still 6.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
so yeah, it's quite decent with over 30 kills there. Well, it's not easy to get that much kills as well, but look at this. This is an interesting landscape you're playing with for Net attire along this bridge. And it seems like nobody is sharing this compound with them as well. And they are kind of favored by the circle for now, so they don't have to budge anywhere just yet.
That's definitely a lot of all these places to be occupied for now. And for some reason, although there used to be a huge number of crowd heading in towards that southwest, there has been a bit of a distance being covered up already. Tara's going to be committing in towards a little bit of those sort of tabs coming in from the side of EVOS. But look at XP as well as the rest of Yoodo GANK as well. They're going to be having a little bit of an interesting rotation, while Steel Hearts as well as MRE will have one of the furthest sort of rotations to get themselves in towards phase number 2. And yep, there's going to be a little bit of contest right there for some of all these players to actually squeeze right in.
Yeah. I was just asking Cloud just now, how do Steel Hearts gonna approach on the south side here? If they go on the west side, they will have to go against so many teams, not that many as the one at the east side and the south one, you know. So it's how do they rotate from there?
Oh, they are definitely going to. It's a big challenge for them, I must agree there. But at the same time, Expert MY, so from the north, we did see that they do have a death bridge that they need to go through. It's possible that there could be some camp there while waiting for the next circle, so there's something they need to be aware of.
Yeah, yes indeed. They definitely need to be aware of their surrounding all the time. And now we're looking at Divinity. So far, so good for the boys, and we've already seen all these sort of the stats provided by all the production crew that we do have so far. Of course, huge shout out to them for keeping track of every single one of these kills that have gone on so far. So ESG will be taking the sort of farmhouse over on the south side of Gatka, as Yoodo GANK is already leaving the northern side.
Oh, apparently they are quite out in the open in a very vast field of just trees here. So apparently they will let themselves another compound to work with. But Divinity on the other hand already engaged with Traitor, who just keep on raining bullets from showering on top of that. Divinity Trick trying to rotate here, trying to get on top of that apartment. Seems like there you go, all of us thrown that, but that micro Uzi on the last minute. Drix just managed to clutch it out, and the rest of a team of Traitor were being flushed away out in the open. They have a couple of more members in the other building just next to it.
Yeah, and Vertex is just waiting for the right moment. Maybe he might just be able to actually pick up something right here. They've already lost 2 men in the form of Olaf, as well as we can't really see the other guy early on. But of course, Hawk is just pointing the gun as well. That's going to be Impact charging that grenade. Might just lob right in towards that window. Close, but not too close enough.
Yep, Impact here. Second try from him. Try to aim carefully this time, but looks like it may not. But then again, looks like Impact will try to make the run for it. Goes in and out. Juggernaut from another angle will go for... but again, shots on the Juggernaut at the same time, but the grenade managed to sneak itself in. And now Trix looks like he has been knocked. Juggernaut is still downstairs. He may want to go for another frag here.
Oh, they don't want to expose themselves overstaying because the survivor already joins in the fray. The rest of the community is coming in, but the
nice
nade on top of Vertex. That's just a big win for them for now. But they need to replenish themselves because one more still member from Traitor still alive, and it's quite far in the open. Hawk with a DB28 only now, trying to run as fast as he can, but how can he get out from this?
I'm not really too sure as well, but he does find a little bit more of that nade for him to actually pick up while he's just hiding by that corner. There's no vehicle for him, but here comes Team Secret committing to the attack against EVOS. Esports 2 being knocked down thanks to Razor, and there will be even more to come, perhaps, as Matoy lost one nade, will not connect, but Heiko now being brought down to 50%. They're trying to actually rush right through, but Team Secret, they are on the retreat, and they're driving towards the direction of Last Survivor. There we go.
Looks like Guza now managed to connect the shots, and now Matai has been knocked down, and Matai will be finished out by Guza. Now ice shots as well. Heiko taking ice shots, and now looks like they managed to secure this location, and Team Secret has been sent back to the lobby, first one to go.
But wait for it, it's not over yet for VIP just yet. Yes, already trump up, going inside of this circle as well. But will they take up the challenge? Apparently, they just go for a retreat, surprisingly, because EVOS kind of need to replenish themselves. Look at that, almost clipped all the way. The vest of level 1 is already shattered so bad. They really need to exchange it with a new one.
Yeah, no, we're looking at little some of all that sort of early skirmishes that they committed. They all have that sort of same idea, and they just got themselves all clashed up on top of the hill. And we can evidently see from a couple of rounds ago, from maybe yesterday's run, like there's a certain pattern where they like to actually book that sort of hill. And this time around, they just really have to fight it all out. And Team Secret just a little bit late and towards arriving to the scene, and they just have to accept what was it all about, and they didn't even really have enough time for them to retreat.
Yeah, no time to retreat. If I'm not mistaken, no vehicles as well. They were on foot,
Yeah.
so it's a really tough call. It's really tough for them, really. The terrain doesn't help, the open area. So it was just unlucky for Team Secret to go out early in such a really, really tough situation.
That's quite weird though, because they are from Pochinki apparently, and their loot don't seem that much low when it comes from Pochinki apparently. But it just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. Back to Geek Fam on the other hand, trying to jump from one compound to the other, trying to making sure they got all things equipped quite low in terms of utilities, but quite okay. They just happen to pass by around XPERT and Y right now against Team Bosskurr, and there's Yoodo gatekeeping at the same time. Will they let this one go?
Oh, definitely, and there's going to be a lot more rotation to come from the side of Bosskurr as well as Yoodo. And we're looking at a couple more taps coming from Fredo, the last man to actually keep the top side of the hill. So they can be playing the role of a scout for temporary measures. But we're seeing Lord so far, he's one of these sort of players that can actually deal a whole lot of damage. So although that sometimes XPERT MY may not have like the best sort of scenario to take a fight, he might just be able to actually pull the trigger and upset some of all these enemies when they underestimate their firepower.
Oh, looks like Expert MY now. They may bump into Bosskurr here. They are just on their side. Bosskurr definitely knows someone just passed by them, but looks like no big engagement yet. Of course, we are at 15 teams. And, we don't want to see a flip there.
It will be a troublesome flip because there's so many teams happen to just making sure any team making mistake or try to being the victim. And we're back to Bosskurr on the other hand. They just have to just reposition them again. But I don't know if it's wise for them to overstay, because it's best to hop onto the loot for compound for another loot, and as well as got structure to work with. But it doesn't seem they have that much structure just now.
Yeah, and speaking of the lack of structures, there's going to be even more so lack of structures, because that's their goal, of course, heading towards the very pure section a lot more recently, and there's going to be a lot of unplayable area. Well, technically you can still take a dive, but very unadvisable for most of the parts, as we see NED is the only team inside of the island.
No diving. We've seen that yesterday. It didn't turn out so well, up to the point that, just know a big no to that. But back to Naoki, he got a mini 14 on him just now, and damn, you know how good it is when it comes to just butting into other people's business.
Oh yeah, Damru, he likes to take those long shots out of nowhere. He likes to kill people, and of course, he will be very important for Geek Fam. Geek Fam today hasn't done particularly well, so hopefully Damru can be their shining star to help them throughout today. And now I just want to go back a little bit on the circle. If only Choo Choo was here instead of Gideon on my right side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, then she will be really happy for a potential bridge fight.
Well, maybe I should get him back on the seat once again, and he'll be definitely happy and been giggling on towards what exactly is going on in the game. But then again, of course, Tone Lao so far has been pretty much quiet from them for the past couple of games, and they are still finding their way to actually climb back up on top. While there is going to be Bosskurr Way, who has already been on towards the southwest side from the get-go. They are floating around the bridge, and here comes a couple more taps coming in from the side of Bendek, and that will just be it. They know better to actually play defensively.
Yeah, they have been waiting here forever, holding this compound. Like, never gonna move at all, overstaying themselves so much. They don't really need to loot anymore based on what they have on their body. And look at this. And I think Rose Esports just decided to go into very late. As long as they don't bomb into Yoodo gang, they take a longer route, but they have to swim over like it or not in case that circle just have to end at the other side of the land. That is gonna be a crying moment for most of the teams.
Oh, yes, indeed. And now we're looking at NED already reaching towards the middle of the pack, and they are just by the edge of the bridge. So it seems like they've already found their boat, but they're pretty much next to last survivor, which is the biggest concern because Lux is going to be crowding the side. He knows that there is going to be that vehicle right there. One Nate is being lopped right in the middle of the open, and Mos Goku, he's only got that level 3 vest as well as level 2 helmet with him, and one pack of first aid. If he receives damage, it might be pretty bad for him. Drax gonna land one nade on towards the side of Steelheart, and we'll get this action right on track.
Oh, he's just been jumping left and right in an open position, and the grenades just blow at his face left and right as well. He just tries to evade them, but at the same time, we do see a Yoodo in between the smokes on top of the stone, but looks like he'll be knocked down by Drax. Drax spotted him out, and he will be the next one to go out. His team members can only look from afar, and now Drax takes a little bit of damage, but nothing too much. He has the stone to protect him.
It's pretty much a free kill, then not even put a finger on it to get that one. But Last Survival on the other hand, quite out in the open net on the same side here, just have to expose themselves. Luxy is down, and April being ambushed by Tone Wow. At the same time, XP coming up from the front. They are really stuck with nowhere, no exit out.
And that's definitely going to be both of these teams actually sandwiching Net Brotherhood with Tonewall on that sort of a sniping territory as well from the edge of Fair Pure, as Ichang here already taken one down in the form of Epo, and now it's going to be some members being spotted out from the side of Tonewall as well. But look at Net, they're just right behind that broken UAZ, and spots out Atai running across for the save.
Oh, he made it, but that pistol shot just now giving off a lot of a hard time. That's 7 off, trying to get Nat. It's not gonna happen. Ichong is just being what and who he is.
Well, they all want those kill points, definitely, and now Manparang just only releases the grenade, and now Manparang is still proning here, waiting for the right moment. Grenade by grenade will go out. Geek Fam is just in front of them.
Might just be it. That's one!
Looks like it connected. That is one. Will he get a second one? He-Hawks is just behind the tree, and He-Hawks looks like will be the second one. And now Damroot is the only one left for Geek Fam, but Damroot will distance himself from all this and will try to survive for his team.
And Lost Smokes will actually covering his tracks for the time being, while the rest of Yoodo are on the prowl. They are trying to actually hunt him down. There's going to be some explosion from the back from the side of ESG, and Naoki is down as well. There goes Mapar again, taken out by the side of Damroot, but the rest of Geek Fam is history.
Well, that was a nice clutch done by the rest of Team Yoodo, but Divinity on the other hand, trying to play the hillside terrain. Geek, well, there you go. Just great nade by Jumpo, the last one. Divinity trying to get on Wow Pandek, but it's just hard to visualize on them. And this is a really, really tough spot for Divinity. They only have the hillside to play with. Well, the rest of Team Tone Wow, and there's also Net coming in from behind. They have so many structure to work with.
Yeah, we're looking at some of all these players by the corners of the ridges as we see High already knowing that there's a team right down below in the form of Divinity Esports. With already 3 kills in the back, they're hunting for more, landing some shots over the side of Juggernaut, as Conspire has already set a perfect track for him. But Pendek will get a shot over the side of Hat's Axe as well. Juggernaut successfully crosses over, but there's going to be a party in this sort of place as we see 3 teams now going on an engagement with that sort of threat now with the Marcosi takes out Pendek as well. 2 of the members of Bosskurr are down.
Oh, looks like Juggernaut now will continue to pursue. He does know someone else is in the compound because steps, and now Bosskurr looks like the grenade goes out from afar. They will run out to the top floor, and now looks like Brada as well will throw another grenade onto the top floor, but will it connect? No, it will not connect. Grenades are done, and Brada will move on to the next section.
At the same time, inside of a circle, Steelheart's going against Yoodo GANK, and Expert just have to take in and the pit up Pi there as well. They want to go in with the fray. And Divinity on the other hand, just not doing well here. They're overstaying too much, thinking this wall going on, which is not even inside of that circle.
They only got 20 seconds to actually work with here, and Yoodo Gang is actually having 2 members being knocked out. Steel Hearts might just be able to finish off 2 of these kills. That's going to be a smoke being set up in towards the entry point before the rest of them actually runs right through. Drax is coming pretty close by. It might just be the perfect time for him to actually land this perfect nade, and he will try his luck, and Drax might just actually be in! He lands it right into it! Ideal gets 3!
Oh, Ideal really sneaky with the grenade there and managed to do the bestness. And now Yoodo, only Fredo left, needs to go and help Drax, and Fredo will go in and put on the revive onto Drax. But then again, Ideal is nearby. He can come out and do the clutch play if he wants to, and looks like Ideal may make the run for it, and they will see each other really soon. Just a smoke now, and Ideal and Fredo managed to knock down Fredo, but at the same time looks like Drax. What is this? This is insane!
That was madness! We see him actually almost clutching out, almost one man deleting Yoodo Gang, but instead from downtown, down under, Yoodo Gang have been eliminated.
ESG Pamburu made that twice now, consecutively different games. Kill stealing the last minute every single time with that long shot. But back to the game. ESG now against Tara. Nade one of Tara down. ESG, they got this momentum going after got themselves the last chicken dinner.
Now looking in towards the corners of Razor. He's just waiting for something to happen. He knows this petrol station is out of gas, but definitely not down and out for him just yet because it's still within reach of that sort of vicinity of the circle. But Naeem getting a little bit of that lift from the Dacia that's being parked right here. He knows that EVOS is somewhere across, but there's no opportunity for him to actually crash in with that sort of nade to land right inside. Last survivor actually finding the rest of members of NED. And oh my, he's really got to go in to save out Ichang over the back. But here comes Zully getting one lob on the nade, hopefully landing that Kobe. And oh, Heiko is down.
Oh, Heiko is down, but BTR still 4 team members intact here. And Zully just putting out those sprays just to make sure that no one is in the smokes. And now Zully, they will hang on to this location for a while, but they need to decide in 40 seconds more what do they need to do, because the circle is just unkind. So much open area and open road as part of the final few circles.
I really want to see the circle where it will end up. I don't think anybody is actually inside of it. Looking at the current state, everyone seems like playing at the edge of it instead of going inside by XPERT, trying to rush in, and Juggernaut is in front of him. He pulls his off, but not gonna be enough with the micro Uzi, and one man going there. No way Juggernaut survive. Now down to top 6 team. XPERT saying there's also teams last survivor already managed to get themselves in the safe zone.
Now we're looking at our top 5, and BTR has already got themselves a better momentum, and if they can actually find a couple more trade-offs against EVOS, because EVOS is desperate to leave the patrol station, they are going to be the gatekeepers right here before they cross right in, but they say we don't really have much time. There's going to be the basics closing in within a couple seconds from now, and they have to make a desperate attempt, crashing in towards the middle here, and now they are right out in the open, going for the spray against ESG.
Oh, now and Zully looks like the spray will come up from Zully, but Zully as well, he is in trouble. He will need to reset himself quickly, but they managed to get that one. Now, very important now, ESG just behind the tree, and the rest of team members of BTR will come and give the back another spray. Comes on Zully, managed to knock down Pamburu. There's only one more behind the tree, but will he spot it out? But at the same time, behind him, there are the team members looking at the side of BTR. Boyka goes down as well for BTR, and now it's left to Zully, and now ESG hit the 10 kill mark.
Unstoppable ESG, they are really fired up and really unstoppable. Most Goku on the other hand managed to pin down EVOS and Bigetron and lost survival right now, just doing great against EVOS, who's trying to survive. They only have one man left, which is Razor, trying to hold it in to make sure they have a better position till the late game.
Now we're looking at Zully just taking a little bit of that ledge. That's going to be Razor all alone by the side here, alongside with one more member of EVOS booking the center of that circle right now. So that's definitely going to be a good opportunity. The couple of smokes being set up, it's going to be pretty tough. NSP getting a couple more shots back at him, and and now it's definitely going to be decision-making time. And Razor is being brought down there by Last Survivor. They are hunting for the 10th kill.
Oh yes, they definitely want those kills. Now we do see EVOS VIP becomes the next team to go out.
What?
We are down to 14 seconds. Oh, but look at that drop. That drop right in front of ESG. Oh my god, which PUBG god have they prayed to? Oh man, I really want to know.
But it's kind of hard to actually approach that loot because it's quite out in the open. He can actually take it, but Bigetron trying to locate who's taking it up. That smoke is really smart and on time as well. There you go, Bravo managed to get one, but no ghillie suit just yet. If only he has one, it will be really critically needed right now.
Well, at least he get to replenish their broken armor, and now that with that level 3 stack, they are definitely going to have that advantage. And mind you, they have to circle as well, so it's going to be that sort of push coming in from Last Survivor to try to take down ESG. And if ESG can defend well enough, they deserve a second chicken dinner.
Oh yeah, definitely. Now they are down to 3 team members of ESG, BTR, 2 members, Kevin, as well as Zolly. They are smacked together at this point. They do have the line of sight of ESG, but will they take those shots or will they try to go for the flank?
Oh.
Looks like Zolly is leaving the back behind there. Bosskurr standing by for his team. Last Survivor actually still have 4 team members intact. They are in a really, really good spot.
We do know they got 2 consecutive chicken dinners yesterday. They tried to get it back. They got 3 actually yesterday for themselves. And now they're trying to get for more. But on the other hand, ESG suddenly today has been doing so great. Fired up and non-stop getting themselves at top 5 there. ESG got 1 for Kevin Pamburo again on the kill feed. And Expert Dylan just have to get lots of us JYKZ. Pamburo get another one, Kevin there. Just finish it off, and Expert last KYSZ. There's another lots of us going back at Dylan. They keep on exchanging
Beat
bullets.
Here. Oh my goodness me, it's getting closer and closer, and now he spots out Bosskurr, but he does not want to reveal itself. That's going to be pretty tough for him for now, as Zully is just holding on to the right timing to commit to this attack. So Zully has already seen a little movement coming from the side of Bosskurr. All he has to do is wait for 2 of these teams to duke it all out, and NSP gets clipped out, but it will be Ichong to knock down Pamburo.
Oh, now we do see Zully here still staying close to all the action. 3 teams, 5 more left. Zully just have ESG on his right side, but he does not know. Now the grenades will go out, and Last Survivor just in front of the Last Survivor have 3 team members that look like each other will go for the run, and Bravo is still behind the loot crate, and Bravo may want to go for the flag here. Who will make the first shot? And Zully managed to take down Bosskurr, and Zully will continue on the NSP, and Zully has been taken down on the other side by Ichong. Nice Ichong versus Bravo, and Ichong will go in with the spray. Bravo will be taken down. Ichong gets the chicken dinner for his team.
My goodness me, ESG almost landed themselves another chicken dinner, but that yet have to deny by Last Survivor. Got themselves the 4th one this week, just within 2 days, shooting them their standings up from the 2nd page bottom straight up to the top 5 probably.
My goodness me, Last Survivor is on a roll from yesterday all the way up to today. They have finally found their way to win all